Hi, and thanks for joining us for part 2 of home inspections. You might recognize Sterling West. We brought him in for an earlier video on winterizing, and we brought him back because he's also a home inspector. And how long have you been doing home inspections, Sterling?
I've actually been doing home inspections full-time for a little over 20 years.
Wow, that's a really long time. Well, we talked in the first video about what a home inspection is, so just a basic definition and why they're important to get them. Can you just kind of tell us what are some of the things that you're looking for when you do a home inspection?
The basic things that every home inspector should be looking for are structural, functional, and safety issues. So essentially everything is working the way it's supposed to.
Sure.
The structure is in good condition, and that there's no safety issues with the property itself. And it's always up to the inspector's call, so to speak, but those are the basic things they should be looking at. They should also operate all the appliances to make sure all those are fully functional, and go through the house in a very structured manner is also a good thing to do. If you see that, you know you've got an inspector that's been doing this for a while.
Okay. And what about, does that include the cosmetic side of houses?
It does not. That's the one thing that you should not see in a home inspection report, or any cosmetic issues. Essentially, if you can see it when you did your walkthrough before you purchased the house, that's something normally the home inspector is not going to report on. Peeling paint, stains, things like that, those are not home inspection items.
Sure. So what do you do when you find something wrong with the house, and how is that kind of presented in the report?
There's three parts to it. The first part is at the inspection. When we find something that needs correction, we normally bring that to the attention of the buyer, explain what the problem is, and also what the solution is. Then in the report you're going to see something very similar. It should be detailed as to what the problem is, and again, generally what the solution is. We don't get real specific on solutions, but it's going to tell you what you need to do from that point on.
Good, that's good to know. Okay, so just really quickly, can you tell us how would you suggest to prepare for an inspection? Is there a way to prepare for an inspection?
There is. The seller can do a lot of things to really help themselves out on the inspection. Very simple things like making everything accessible, making sure the attic access in particular is accessible. If it's in a garage, make sure the car is out of the garage so we can get into the attic. A lot of attic accesses are in closets. Either cover the clothes or remove the clothes because you don't want to get insulation on those. Furnaces need to be accessible, not just visible, like electrical panels. We have to take covers off and actually operate them and check them. Same with electrical panels. We won't crawl across furniture, cars, etc. to get to things, so you need to make things as accessible as possible. The other thing is just really simple things like cleaning the furnace. Make sure everything's wiped off and clean. Check all your windows and doors. Make sure they all open and close freely. Lubricate them if necessary. Clean the tracks. Make sure all the latches are in good shape. Makes a much, much better impression during the inspection if all those simple things work well.
Okay, great. That's more great information from Sterling, and his information will be at the bottom of the screen for you to call for home inspections. You can also give us a call or visit our website, www.viewcolorado.com. We'll be happy to help you with any questions that you might have. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining us again, Sterling.
Thank you.